Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith. I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about the division I feel that's really growing within the synth space, the anger, the frustration. As a person who's been within the YouTube space and the online synth community space for 5 years, yeah, there was always frustration, anger, fights, a little bit of bickering, a little bit of elitism, but it's really grown and the fire's really been blazing over the last 2-3 years, way heavier than when I entered the field. And in many times, making us forget that we have this common passion, but we seem to be in a time where more and more people are forgetting this. Before we jump into this topic, I need to thank you for taking the time to check out this video and support this content. Without your views, Patreon support, Bandcamp sales, I would not have the motivation to do this every single day, push my dreams forward, and I can't thank you enough for that motivation. As I stated, I've been in the space for 5 years as a creator and a person doing admin of a large group, so I get to see interactions every day within the space. The amount of anger and frustration that is night and day. And a lot of it, in my opinion, is really politically driven. I mean, whether they're fighting about synths or not, it's almost like it's a political feel in the fight. In fact, I've seen many synth fights just straight break down from a synth argument to politics within like a flash of a second. It's crazy how fast it breaks down, and you know it was already kind of on the top of their mind anyway. But even if it doesn't ever break down into real world politics, when things get really nasty about synth choices, gear, brands, anything of that nature, it really tends to have an almost political moral stance, and people have chosen one side or the other, and then they're at war, just like left or right. And it's impossible to deny that the world is getting more and more frustrated. I mean, more and more politically divided every single day. Online social media, I mean, so much of it is politics now. People fighting about politics, people posting about politics. It would be absolutely naive to say that that mindset isn't leaking into the synth world. And when I entered the synth world 5 years ago, I thought this was kind of a safe place from that. That was why I loved the Synthland. It was like there was no real political vibe. Again, there was slight bickering, always a little bit of elitism here and there, but nothing on the level of what you see today. I do believe there are people within the space taking advantage of this and actually using the anger that's coming into the niche from the outside world to feed their goals and their objectives. But I really just wanted to say, man, that we have all this in common. I mean, it doesn't matter what gear you choose. It doesn't matter if you play analog, digital, DAWless. And even more important, it doesn't matter if you're left-wing, right-wing, pro-abortion, anti-abortion. You pop drugs like a madman. You're straight as hell. You love God. You worship Satan. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because we play synths. That's what it's about. We let these other things get in the way so much, and now more than ever. And in my opinion, with the world so messed up, so crazy, the synth world should now more than ever be a safe haven to get away from this madness. We don't want it to take over this space. I mean, the rest of the world is ripping each other apart at the seams every single day. Do we really need to do that within synth space when we're mad at each other for certain choices? I don't think so, guys. I mean, a lot of the synth space is amazing still. It's not like every comment, every conversation is an utter disaster, but I think it would be naive to say that there isn't more aggression and negativity and just straight frustration, pure anger within the space than ever before. I can't tell you how many people I've seen, that have a great common passion and probably would be great friends if they actually just talked. Just go off on each other because whether it be gear choices or quickly leads to a political choice. And before you know it, they're telling each other to F off, go this, go that. They go their separate ways. They never talk. And they really have a chance to escape that part of the world for a little bit, share a passion, but they choose to go right back to default mode and just attack, just like we're doing and everything else. Again, not everyone's doing this, and you're probably an amazing person, but I know you've definitely seen the bad apple within the bunch. So I just wanted to make this video saying, love the fact that we love synths, guys. I mean, that's what it's all about. The other stuff means nothing. Don't waste time with the hate, the frustration, the anger, because you're really in the end just putting it in a place that's not productive and isn't going to get you much in the end. In fact, if anything, it's going to lose things. You're going to lose connections that you might have had. And I'm not perfect, guys. I'm human. I get angry. I've lashed out on some people, and like a day later, I'm like, damn, what the heck did I say to that guy? Man, I'm I'm a dumbass, and most of the time I'll reach out and I'll say, I'm sorry, man. I'm usually one where it says it takes two to tango. So I'll take my blame in any argument. And when I say something stupid, which I do because I'm human, I'll be the first to admit to it. And so I ain't Jesus here. I ain't walking on water. I got feelings. I got reactions. I know what it's like, because it's very easy to keep feeding that beast. And that beast won't lead you really anywhere and will only degrade this niche and make our whole entire synth experience less fun within the scene. So let's keep it positive, guys. Let's keep moving forward. I'm really loving the way the synth market is evolving. It's an absolutely crazy monster out there right now. Spoiled synth users around the world. And we should all just be happy for that. And as always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other. In peace.